morning. Last night was the first time I slept in my tent. Right now it is a feels like temperature of 34. And I know in my last video that I said I wasn't nervous about anything. I'd like to retract that statement. Turns out maybe I'm a cold sleeper. It's around 5 o'clock in the morning and I'll show you what I wore to sleep in last night. I have these gloves. I think they're just like from Walmart maybe. I have on my frog togs. I got cold last night and so I put my frog togs over my base layer. I have on my down puffy with my filter in it. My fleece. I had on this ear warmer. On the bottom, I have on these down booties that I got from Amazon. I have on merino wool socks, my buff, and under my fleece, I have my merino wool base layers. I have to say, I slept cold last night. Mostly my feet. I had on the merino wool socks and the down booties, and that wasn't cutting it. So over top of my sleeping bag, I put my frog tog rain jacket around my feet just to block some of the wind. That seemed to help a little bit, but I think I need to do something more to keep my feet warm. One thing that's going to be really hard is get out of bed, take off your warm clothes from sleeping, and put on the hiking clothes that could be wet or smelly or sweaty from the day before. That's gonna be rough. It's about 9:50 and I'm out on a morning hike, kind of reflecting on how things went last night, what I need to change or do differently. The last time I walked here, every time I saw a trail marker, I thought of a song that the letter started with. And so up first, oh, say, can you see? You're welcome for that. Okay, so the foot situation last night. My feet were cold. I had on merino wool socks and I had on down booties. I had my sleeping quilt over it and then they were still cold. And so I put my frog tog rain jacket like around the bottom of my sleeping bag just to like cut the wind or any breeze that was coming in. And it was still a little bit chilly, which I do have poor circulation in my feet, so they're cold most of the time anyways. But it made it hard to fall asleep last night with my feet being cold. So I'm thinking I will add another pair of thicker socks in there. And then, you know the Hot Hands brand of toe warmers? They have the adhesive side and they stick to the bottom of your socks. I think I'm gonna try those out and see how it is. I don't think I'll need them every night, but when it's really cold, I think it'll help my feet. If you have any other suggestions for cold feet when sleeping, let me know. Na 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 na, na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye. I can't hear that song and not think of the movie Remember the Titans. My next question is for my subscribers who have overnight backpacking experience and camping experience. So I used my inflatable pillow last night and it wasn't uncomfortable, but it also wasn't the most comfortable. Like I could make do with it and be fine. But my question is, for those of you who switched from an inflatable pillow to like a stuff sack that becomes a pillow, let me know if that improved your sleep or if you saw that it made a difference. They just met.
And then another mango margarita whenever you get a minute.
Okay.
Perfect smile. It's you they're all waiting for.
They go, isn't she lucky? Sorry about that. There's only really one song that I know the words to, and it's Lucky by Britney Spears. For the sake of this video, let's make that our last song mile marker. Last weekend when I was hiking, I was about 4.5, 5 miles into a 6-mile hike, and my plantar fascia, like the underside of your foot, was killing me. And so I was talking to the universe in my head, and I was like, when I get home, I'm going straight to Walmart and I'm getting those Dr. Scholl's inserts for plantar fasciitis. And so I finished my hike, I went home, and I kid you not, on my doorstep was a package from Amazon. And I went inside, I opened it. It was the Dr. Scholl's plantar fasciitis insoles from one of my subscribers. It couldn't have been better timing. So I wanted to give Chris a shout out from Rembrandt Shadows. And also I wanted to thank everyone else who's contributed to my hike through my Amazon wish list. So Casey Burns, thank you. Josh Hagen or Hagen, I'm not sure how to say it, thank you so much. And then I had some people contribute on my Venmo, so thank you to Paulette and also to Kelly. I really appreciate it. My hike is fully funded, but I've had family and friends ask how they can contribute. And so I have some consumable things like food and snacks on my Amazon list. It's linked in my description box if you'd like to contribute also. My parents will be getting my mail while I'm on trail, and so any packages that I receive, they'll send to me in my resupply boxes along the way. This past week I crossed a couple things off of my pre-trail to-do list. One of them being filing my taxes, done with that. And then the second thing that happened was that I got my pre-trail haircut. So my hair is now about shoulder length, and instead of being blonde, we went closer to my natural color. Since I won't be at a hair salon for 5 months, I'll show you what my hair looks like at the end of this video. I've had a couple people ask if someone's hiking with me when I take shots of me walking, and it's just me, but this is kind of what I do. I'll set it up on a tree. Put a finger down if last night was the first night you slept in your tent by yourself and around midnight you felt the urge to pee, and so you got out a bottle and you tried to pee in it because you've been practicing with it in your bathroom, and you still managed to pee on your hands and on the floor, and so you had to use your bandana to clean it up, and so you have to use a tie-dye one today. Yeah, me neither. You guys, I was just walking and I came up to this and it snagged my backpack and it broke my crock. Here is my haircut and color. It's a little bit darker than the blonde that I normally have, but it's closer to my natural color. It's about to my collarbone right here, and before I leave, I'm gonna take it to about right here.